In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 4 things that you need to be observing during the interview process that will drastically help you decide whether or not you should take that job. And this video is primarily for high performers who are very motivated, disciplined, driven, want to accomplish a lot of success, take care of their health, and they're just highly driven, motivated individuals. Okay? If you are a highly motivated, driven individual that goes to the gym and wants to conquer the world and obtain a massive amount of success, you want to be surrounded by other driven, motivated people. Okay? You can't be a stallion surrounded by donkeys. Okay? Because you're going to quit eventually. Because you just cannot be around that energy. It makes you sick. Okay, you can't be around lazy people that don't care, that have just given up, that do the bare minimum every day. If you are a stallion, you need to be surrounded by other stallions to be happy. If you're a donkey, you're probably going to be more comfortable surrounded by other donkeys so you don't feel insecure. All right, so let's get to this process. So during the interview, you'll be able to tell subconsciously whether or not that job is for you. Like when you go out to your vehicle at the end of the interview, you'll pretty much know whether or not you should take the job. Okay? If you're going to take the job, you're going to be excited about it. Okay? You're going to be excited about it. Yes, like, yeah, like I'm stoked. I want to work there. But if you're like, oh, I'm not really sure, then you don't want to take the job, but you might feel like you have to because maybe you have some financial problems you need to take care of, at least temporarily, so you kind of need the job. But anyways, you'll know. But what you want to observe, okay, number 1 on the list, observe future coworkers. So whenever I'm going through an interview process, I make sure that the person interviewing me takes me through the area that I'm going to be working. A lot of times they won't. Okay, because a lot of times their office is separate from the area where everyone is working. And the main reason why I do this is because I want to observe the energy of everybody. Are they happy or do they look miserable? Okay, and I did this one time at a company and I'm happy I did because they took me through this area of just a bunch of cubicles. It had like terrible fluorescent lighting. It was like dark and dingy. And people were just sitting in front of their computers like zombies, not talking to each other. It was horrific. It was horrific. There's no way I'm working at a place like that. They were all out of shape. They didn't take care of themselves. You know, I saw one of them like making like microwavable chicken nuggets. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Okay, so observe your future coworkers because those are the people you're going to be working with. Okay, and you become like the people you surround yourself with the most, and you're going to be surrounding yourself with them for at least 40 hours a week. Eventually, you're either going to become like that, or you're going to just go crazy and quit. That's what happens to me. As I just quit, I can't take it. Okay, I can't be surrounded by those types of people. It kills my soul. So observe your future coworkers. Okay, and also if they don't take you through the common working area where you're going to be working, ask them to let you, when they take you on a tour through the building, ask them to take you through that area so you can observe that. All right, also very important, observe long timers, the veterans, the people who have been there a while. And typically you can tell because they're a little bit older. They look very comfortable in their positions. And observe them. Because the people who have been there for 15, 20 years, just try to pay attention to how happy they are, how healthy they are, how vibrant they are, and energetic they are. Unfortunately, most companies you work for, most companies, guys, it's just modern day slavery. Nobody likes their jobs. Okay, that's just the way it is. So when you do see a high energy culture full of like people who are happy and energetic, that's very rare. So most likely the old timers that have been there for a while, they have just submitted to the system. They're miserable. Okay, they've already pretty much hit their level of growth that they're going to occur. They go in there, they do the bare minimum. So just observe them. Are they happy? Are they energetic? Okay, or do they just look like they've given up? Like they've just given up on life. They just give off this like lethargic energy. Oh, it's lunchtime. I had a guy I worked with that did that and it drove me nuts. every day at 12 o'clock. Oh, lunchtime. All right, so observe the long timers and see how happy they are. Okay, so very important. This is probably the most important one, is observe your boss. Okay? You need to make sure your boss is happy. You need to make sure your boss takes care of themselves. Okay? You need to make sure your boss is confident and dresses nice. Okay? Because if you're going to be working for some fat slob who freaking eats Burger King every day for lunch and drinks Diet Coke all day, trust me, like, you're not going to be happy working there. Okay, I'm going to make a video about this in the future, but you can never trust a fat slob boss who doesn't take care of themselves. You can't. Your success is going to be very limited at that company. Because somebody who doesn't take care of their health, do you think they love themselves and respect themselves? No, they don't. Do you think they're going to want to help uplift people and help people? Do you think they can give love to other people if they can't love themselves? No. They don't want to see you succeed. They're miserable. They want to see you miserable too. Okay, so observe your boss. Okay, make sure it's somebody you want to work for. Make sure it's somebody that's going to help you grow and actually care about your growth and care about, training you and getting you to be the best version of yourself. That's what a true leader does. Unfortunately, true leaders barely exist these days. They're managers and supervisors, but they don't know how to actually lead. They don't need to be in leadership roles. They don't deserve it because they don't know how to lead. You got to make sure they're going to care about your growth, because that's what leaders do. They develop other leaders. And also, this one isn't so important, but observe the environment, right? It's pretty much goes hand in hand with, observing your coworkers, longtime veterans. Observe the work environment. Is it a work environment you want to be in? Are you going to be in a dark, dingy office in these cubicles with fluorescent lighting that's depressing as hell? Okay, or are you going to be in like a nice, energetic, modern office, maybe with softer lighting? Okay, standing desks, optional standing desks. So just windows. Windows are extremely important. So observe the environment as well. Okay, so these are 4 things. Like, observe this during your interview process. You likely already will be subconsciously without me even telling you these things. But the most important is observe your boss. Is it somebody who you can work for and somebody who's you believe is going to care in your growth? Is going to care about your growth. Okay. Unfortunately, guys, if you're a high-performing, disciplined stallion, this world's going to be very difficult because, we're a small percentage of the population. So it's hard to find companies that have high-performing people who take care of their health and are disciplined and want to keep on learning and growing. It's very difficult to find that. But once you find it, you will be able to thrive and become the best version of yourself along with your team. So that's it, guys. Pay attention to these 4 things during your interview process to see if you should take that job. And I will see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.